Hello, hello, gamers. What's good, people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever in the world you are. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Thanks for first and foremost. Hello, Merkit. Welcome in. Thank you so much for redeeming your second spicy nugget ever. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. What's good, people? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just realized that I can hear myself. So let me go fix that real quick. Yeah, okay. I have myself open on another app. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. As you can see, I have a deck here. This is Ho-Oh Armarouge. It should not be a surprise to many people, but because I've played this deck for like the past month or so. Let's just phrase it correctly. I've been theory crafting this deck for about a month or so. I feel like I currently have the list that I would want to bring to every single Destined Rivals format tournament right now. Because this list is absolutely cracked. This list of 60. Also got the matching sleeves with the box. Very nice. I love this Alcove deck box, by the way. It also has these like Pokemon inserts that you can have different Pokemon in. I think there's like a Torkoal, a Salazzle, and a Charizard for this one. For now, we're sticking with the Marowak. So, just to say, there's been a lot of things have happened in the past 5 days. First and foremost, I now officially have my MSc. Not necessarily officially, but an MSc in chemistry. Because, well, I did my thesis defense last Friday, so 2 days ago. And I got an 8.5 for that. So, technically, I've completed all courses satisfactory. There's no official thing of me, no official confirmation that I actually did it, but I did it, practically. Second of all, last Thursday I met up with Petra, so that was really cool. It was the first time I actually got to see her in real life. Because she's one of the mods here, of course. And third of all, I went to a local yesterday with this list, and I went 4-1. And got 4th place at my local. So that's really nice. I'm assuming this list is not in order, unfortunately. No, it's not. I just saw that the top is Night Stretcher. That's the thing though. Am I gonna sort this list right now? Maybe I will. I mean, I'll eventually have to do it. Let's just do it on here right now, so you guys can have a little bit of a sneak peek of what the list actually is, but I'll give you guys a full rundown, don't worry. So this is a spoiler for people who are early, I guess. We just sort by card type first and then by, so I have all the copies separately. Go. Up goes. Okay. Let's just sort all these cards before I actually go in depth on how this list functions. I think that's probably smarter to do. I do want the fancy energy on top. These are all the energies. We got the 4 area zeros. Charm. Let's see. Balls and nest balls. Stretchers. This is all Pokemon search. This is all recovery. Just trying to sort everything properly. Definitely gotta isolate the bosses from here. Just. And then. This is draw. This is draw. Technically part of this, but not really. Oops. This is draw engine. kind of main attacker, base engine, draw engine, draw engine, base attacker, draw engine. Another choice. It's also part of the draw engine. Put this together. These are pretty much the main attackers, but I'll add this guy. I'll add this guy and this guy. This is all tech cards. There's technically tech cards in this as well. Let me see. And then these two here. Main attackers, definitely these two are the most important ones. So pretty important. And then let's sort these. Yeah, so this is top. Probably discuss energy counts after the main attackers. Yeah. Then after that, this is technically part of the main attacker. Let's put that here. Maybe I put the energy count like right here actually. Yeah. I'm trying to think how I want the narrative to be for the deck explanation. I think you put draw here, then you have also tech cards, then we have gust, then we have recovery, then we got all the tech cards. Oh, I should probably bunch better with Minior. These are the tech cards. Alright, are we finally ready for the deck profile of the best deck of the century? Armabox is so back. I'm telling you, it's so back. So, for those of you who don't know what Armabox is, first and foremost, I wouldn't be surprised because I mean, if you haven't been here recently, I can see why. I've tried like multiple versions of this deck, but I feel like this is the definitive best version of this deck in the current format, in my opinion. There might be like 1 or 2 cards you could swap out for personal preference, but this is how I like to play the deck specifically. So I'm just gonna explain how the deck functions first and foremost. Let's put this here. First and foremost, Ho-Oh. This is kind of like the main thing of this deck. Ho-Oh is a basic Fire-type EX Pokemon with the Golden Flame ability. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic Fire Energy cards from your hand to one of your benched Evens Pokemon. And this is an Evens Pokemon, because Evens Ho-Oh EX. It has 230 HP, by the way, for a basic, which is not bad. And then for 4 Fire Energy, you can do Shining Feathers for 160 damage, and you heal 50 damage from each of your Pokemon. Not that great of an attack. It's a relevant attack, especially if we're playing against like Dragapult or Slowking. But other than that, this attack is probably not going to get used very much. The main reason we're using Ho-Oh specifically is because after we attach those Fire Energies, we can move them everywhere we want. Not really everywhere, but practically everywhere we need to with Armarouge. Armarouge is stage 1 fire type, 130 HP, 2 retreat cost, and its ability Fire Off reads as often as you like during your turn. You may move a Fire Energy from one of your bench Pokemon to your active Pokemon. That's really cool. We can enable a slew of attackers with this, because it says you may move a Fire Energy, not you may move a basic Fire Energy. You may move a Fire Energy. We of course pair this with a 3-2 line of the Charcadet Armarouge. I run specifically this Charcadet, the Heat Blast with 60, because this can OHKO, this can one-shot a Budew with a Bravery Charm. That's the only reason I specifically went for this, because I hate Budew. But you can consider the Surging Sparks. You can definitely consider the Surging Sparks Charcadet if that more or less tickles your fancy better. Now, so we can move a bunch of fire basic and special energies per turn. So let's discuss the energy count for now. The energy count, first and foremost, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 fire energy. 8 basic fire energy. I don't think that should be too much of a surprise here. I think 8 is probably the best number you can go for here. You can consider going back to 7, but I think 8 hits the sweet spot just nicely enough. Then on top of that, we also have 2 luminous energies, which counts for every energy, but only 1 at a time, and only if this is the only special energy attached to that Pokemon. So this will once again allow us to use attackers of different types to enable some pretty huge attacks. This is why we call it a Ho-Oh box. And then lastly, this is also going to be our A-Spec. We have a Legacy Energy. Legacy Energy is every energy at once, but only 1 energy at a time. But if the Pokemon this is attached to is knocked out from an attack, by damage from an attack, the opponent takes 1 fewer prize card. And this is really, really nice because 95% of the cards in our deck are 2 prize Pokemon. So we can force a 7 prize game if we maneuver our Legacy Energy around properly. Let me take a sip of water before I discuss the rest of the deck. Alright, okay. Everyone at home, also make sure you hydrate properly. That's an order. God, I love Triton City music. A little bit loud for me though, so let me see if I can push it down 1 more. Yeah, there we go. Better. I think I can go even a little. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so what attackers can we enable with this whole slew of energy and 2 broken abilities to do with fire energies? Let me show you after I do a big stretch. These are the main attackers of our deck. 2 Terapagos EX and 1 Wellspring Ogerpon EX. Terapagos EX is a basic EX Pokemon, once again 230 HP. And it has Detect Unified Beatdown for 2 colorless energy. You do 30 damage for each of your bench Pokemon. But you can't use this attack if you go second, on your first turn going second. Which is unlikely for us to do anyway, because, like, look at this. We need the stage 1. We need a stage 1 in order to actually function, so it's okay. We can do this with hand attachments as well, but we would need 2 of them anyway. Ignore the second one, by the way, because this is a German Terapagos. And then we also have Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX, which is a water type Terra, 210 HP basic. The opponent's attack Torrential Pump allows you to do 100 damage to active for 2 water and for 1 water and 2 colorless energy. But if you shuffle 3 energy attached to this Pokemon, you can do 120 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon as well. This is so that 1 water will be covered by either the Luminous or the Legacy Energy. It also has an attack Sop for 20 damage, or during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. A really sick attack. This deck is going to require like a lot of bench space, so this is why specifically these are the main attackers. So that we can run 4 Area 0. Area 0 is a stadium card that says that each player who has any Terra Pokemon in play can now have up to 8 Pokemon on our bench rather than the normal 5. So both Ogerpon and Terapagos allow us to expand our bench up to 8. I'll show you some other integral attackers to the deck before moving on. Iron Hands EX, once again a 230 HP basic EX Pokemon. This one is Lightning type, and it has the Amp You Very Much ability. Sorry, the Amp You Very Much attack. That reads for 120 damage for 1 lightning and 3 colorless energy, or so in our case 1 rainbow and 3 fire energies. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from this attack, you take 1 more prize cards. It's really, really nice. We also have a relatively new card here, Lily's Clefairy EX. Basic EX Pokemon, 190 HP Psychic type, which has the attack Full Moon Rondo for 1 Psychic and 1 colorless energy, or 1 rainbow, 1 fire, to do 20 plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon. But the ability Fairy Zone makes it so that each of my opponent's Dragon-type Pokemon are now weak to Psychic. So this can effectively hit Dragapult for weakness, or Raging Bolt for weakness, or Reshiram for weakness. Are there any other Dragon types relevant in format right now? I don't think so. So Lynx Clefairy is an integral attacker for both the Raging Bolt matchup and the Dragapult matchup. I don't think there's any other relevant Dragon types. Why is the reflection so bad? Oh, is it because of... yeah, it's because of this light. Let me see if I can lower its intensity a little. That's better, I think. It's better. It's not great, but it's better. Anyway, this is a lot of pieces that we need to get going. So we would need, like, supposedly, some semblance of a draw engine, probably. So, gang, I'll show you guys the draw engine. For Professor Research. I don't think this should be a surprise. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. This is like the most powerful draw supporter we have in format right now. We also have 3 Iono. Iono is an excellent hand disruption card and also draws you like 5 or 6 new cards in early game, but can also disrupt your opponent down to a low hand size in late game. Because the card reads, each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck, and then you draw cards equal to the amount of prize cards you still need to take. But there's more ways we can draw stuff out of the deck, of course. There's more ways. Because we also have some Ball Search. The Ball Search consists of 4 Nest Ball, which searches our deck for a basic Pokemon and puts it on our bench. Fairly straightforward. 95% of the Pokemon in our deck are basic Pokemon. And also 4 Ultra Ball, which discards 2 cards from our hand to find a Pokemon from our deck and puts it in our hand. Very, very nice. This is excellent for like Armarouge or any Pokemon that you want to pick up now but don't want to bench right away. And then we got more stuff that draws. We got some Pokemon to draw as well, so they can be found off of the Nest Ball and the Ultra Ball. The Pokemon that are going to aid us in our draw engine, we have 2 Mew EX. Mew EX, a basic EX Pokemon with 180 HP with the ability Restarts. Once you're in your turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. Also has the Genome Hacking attack, which copies one of the attacks of your opponent's active Pokemon, which can be invaluable in some matchups. But the main reason we want to use 2 Mew EX is because we're also running a Squivit. Squivit is a basic colorless type Pokemon for 60 HP. And it has the ability Nest Dash that shuffles our hand, puts it on the bottom of our deck, and draws 1 card. If we have a hand at all. So, if we want to draw a lot of cards and we have a low hand size, we can always Mew until we get 3 cards in our hands. Then we can Nest Dash our hand away if we don't like what we see. Put all of those on the bottom, draw 1 card. Potentially play that card, and then use the second Mew ability to see even more cards. This draw engine is absolutely nutty. I wish I included this so much sooner than I have. So there we go, 2 Mew, 1 Squivit. We also have 1 Pheasantipede EX. This shouldn't surprise anyone. Pheasantipede's ability is absolutely insane. It's a basic Dark type EX Pokemon with 210 HP. And it has the ability Flip the Script, which allows us to draw 3 cards if one of our Pokemon was knocked out during our opponent's last turn. Excellent ability. The attack is also like not that useless, so that's really nice. Let's just do like that, yeah. Alright, we also got some tech cards, of course. Some are less techy than others. We need some Gusta functions, so we run 3 Boss's Orders. Switch our opponent's active Pokemon, or one of our opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spots. And for recovery purposes, since we are running a 4 research deck, we run 4 Night Stretcher to either get a Pokemon or a basic energy from our discard pile to our hand. And for a similar purpose of recovery, we run 1 Pelbat to shuffle 2 supporters from our discard pile into our deck. If VS Seeker was legal, I would run VS Seeker. But unfortunately, not a real card right now. We still got some tech cards still to talk about, so I'll whip them out right now. We are 6 cards short of a full 60 deck. First and foremost, a really nice tech card to get out of retreat locks is Minior. Minior is a basic 70 HP fighting type Pokemon. Also, look at the art on this side. It has the ability Far Flying Meteor, which allows us to, once during our turn, if this Pokemon is on our bench, we'll attach an energy card to it, and if we do, this may switch with the active Pokemon, which effectively frees us from the retreat lock. And this, in combination with Latias, which gives all our basic Pokemon no retreat cost on the basic Psychic-type EX Pokemon with 210 HP, allows Minior to effectively let us get out of a retreat lock for attaching just a single energy on it, then retreat Minior immediately, thanks to Latias, to whatever we want to attack with, and accelerate that energy from the Minior towards whatever we want. This is a really nice combination that I wish I included so much sooner. I was toying with like 1 switch, 2 switch, 1 switch, 1 Turo in this list, but Minior and Latias, I was already running Latias in like 95% of incarnations of this deck, and Minior is such a cool tech card to you. It's so much better than Switch in this case. Like the only downside is that you need a not full bench, but that's gonna be hard with Quad Area 0. Alright, make sure you sip more water if you don't already. Now, for healing purposes of our deck, I used to run Munkidori in this list, but I honestly needed more healing than extra damage, so I stick with 1 Bravery Charm as our only tool. Bravery Charm gives a basic Pokemon plus 50 HP once it's attached to it. Fairly simple card. And the reason why I didn't want to run Munkidori, or I was considering Munkidori, is because the extra damage is really nice, but Volcanion can also fix that for us. Volcanion's ability Scalding Steam on the basic EX Fire-type Pokemon with 220 HP says, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. The attack is also like kind of usable. Fire in the colorless for 160 and moves an energy from this Pokemon to one of our bench Pokemon, keeping more energy safe in case this gets knocked out, which is really, really nice. I've gone back and forth between using both Bravery Charm and Volcanion EX, or using both Gouging Fire EX and Munkidori. But I like this version better because it's 1 less Pokemon. And starting Munkidori feels really, really bad, whereas starting Volcanion doesn't feel as bad. Actually feels pretty good sometimes. Alright, 2 more cards to discuss. We have Durant EX, basic Grass-type EX Pokemon with 190 HP. Sun Shearing ability, when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard the top card of your opponent's deck. That's not why we play this card. We play this card to hit for Grass weakness. We want to one-shot Zoroark EX, we want to one-shot Marnix Grimmsnarl EX, we want to one-shot Charizard EX. There's probably some other grass-weak Pokemon that I'm missing, but those are the main ones. I think Garchomp is one. Yeah, Cynthia's Garchomp is a relevant one as well. And we do that with the Vengeful Crush attack for 1 grass and 2 colorless energy. It does 120 damage plus 30 more damage for each prize card our opponent has taken. So, against Zoroark's players, if they only take 1 prize card, we can immediately one-shot their Zoroarks if we want to. Against Marnix Grimmsnarl, they need 2 prize cards taken. Same goes for the Charizard. And same goes for the Garchomp as well. Unless they have a Cynthia's Power Weight, then we need 3 prize cards taken from them to one-shot them. Then, last but not least, we have Iron Thorns EX. Iron Thorns is a basic Lightning type 230 HP EX Pokemon. It has the ability Initialization. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, Pokemon with a rule box in play, both yours and your opponents have no abilities except for future Pokemon. So the reason why we're including Iron Thorns, you may wonder, like, why are we including Iron Thorns if this turns off half our deck? It turns off Mew, it turns off Ho-Oh, it turns off Lily's Clefairy, it turns off Pheasantipede, it turns off Latias, it turns off Durant and Volcanion. The reason why Iron Thorns is so huge in this list is because it's a really, really good return KO. against Gardevoir decks. But Gardevoir can't real accelerate energy that easily because it disables Gardevoir EX as well. The one thing they would need before doing anything is a gust option, which means we can still promote Iron Thorns after them gusting us, which is really, really nice. The attack is, by the way, Volt Cyclone. It's similar to the Scorching Cyclone from Volcanion. It just does 20 less damage and it costs 1 lightning and 2 colorless rather than 2 fire and a colorless. So that's about it. This is the exact 60 that I'm probably going to be running for a long time. I might take in Gouging Fire just because Gouging Fire works really well with Minior. I haven't done too much testing with Gouging Fire just yet, but if I like Gouging Fire a lot, I might go back to Monkey. I might go to Munkidori Gouging Fire over Bravery Charm Volcanion, or maybe I'll cut another card. Maybe I'll cut like a Night Stretcher or something, or maybe the second Terapagos, or that feels bad actually. Second Terapagos. Yeah, the rest of the list feels pretty tight, honestly. So maybe I got a Fire Energy. Even that would feel weird because we don't run Earthen Vessel. That's the whole thing about this list. We don't run Earthen Vessel because we have so much draw already that we don't need it at all. Alright. Let's go shuffle this up and see how many setups we can get. How many good setups we can get. This deck usually wants to go first, although against Gardevoir it's probably better to go second because you don't really want to get Badoo turn 1. Is what I'm talking about from experience. But most times going first is alright because we want to get Armarouge in play as soon as we can. So we can up the brightness of this again so that yeah, that looks a lot better. So we're more lit on this. I forgot to say that it's time for a screenshot, but whatever. The deck description is always also, or like the deck list is also in the YouTube stream description. In the YouTube stream description. Yeah, those are the words. I don't know why I was stumbling across those. Right. I need to shuffle this up pretty rigorously because I practically put all the cards sorted in a certain order. Although it doesn't, those three don't seem to be don't seem to have been next to each other at all. Let's go just shuffle a little bit longer. These are the Amber Matte Dragon Shield sleeves, by the way. I really like them, especially because they match so well with the Fire deck box. I'll pull it right here. It's like practically the same color, as you can see. Really like it. It's like a slightly different color than the sleeves, but I got the deck box before I got the sleeves, okay? It's my own fault. Pardon me. That was absolutely gross. Alright, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Alright. Let's flip that coin. Let's say we're up against what's a popular deck right now? I guess Marnie's Grimmsnarl is a popular deck right now. That seems really hard to pilot against if I'm goldfishing. Now let's try Even Typhlosion. Let's try that. That's a matchup where we mostly need to use Wellspring and Iron Hands. So we're gonna flip a coin, or like roll a die, I guess. Let's call Tails. We bonked against the deck list, come on. We do actually hit Tails, as you can see. So let's choose to go first and against the Typhlosion. 7, and let's assume they can do like a turn to 100 damage attack, or 160, and then turn. On turn 3 they probably start one-shotting. Depending on... wait, did I put... Is this deck list upside down? Oh, yeah, it was. Okay. Alright, so we open Pheasantipity. That's not the best start in the world, I'm gonna be honest. Unfortunately. Alright, let's flip it over and draw for turn. Okay, we get Terapagos. That's not a bad draw. We have 2 Area 0, so I might as well play one. We can Nestball here, potentially for Ho-Oh. Although Charcadet would be nice as well. Yeah, it's probably best if we just attach energy here and then Nestball for Charcadet. I don't want a price check, because price checking is boring. So we're just going to flip over the prizes. I priced a Mew and a Research, but that's about like the most relevant things. I guess maybe the Fire Energy is slightly relevant. So let's go grab ourselves a Charcadet. Ho-Oh and Armarouge will come later. Alright. We unfortunately are breaking a little bit here because the rest of our hand is kind of doo-doo. Could have considered attaching to Fez and then retreating it, but we're in no danger just yet, so I'll pass it up. They are probably going for a Cyndaquil attack, maybe. Because they're going second. It's either that or a TMUO play. Yeah, we do draw the Research, which is nice. I want to attach his energy here. I don't think I want to take with Terapagos this turn. Maybe I do. We're definitely playing the Research. It's just I'm thinking where I want to attach the Fire Energy. Or if I want to attach it at all. I think if I want to make a cool play, I would have to Research this entire hand. That's the call that I'm gonna make. Let's draw 7 cards. Okay. Very nice. We grab a Latias, which is instrumental. We can attach a Legacy Energy to Terapagos. I can Ultra Ball away Lily's Clefairy, because that's not really that necessary this matchup. And energy, sure. Unsure about the Fire Energy discard here. Probably better to discard a Night Stretcher. Yeah. So let's go grab an Armarouge from this. Or maybe Mew. I think Mew is maybe better actually here. Because we want to extend our leads that we're getting here. I'm not going to shuffle this up just yet because I want to use that Pelpad as well before using the Mew. Use the Pelpad to shuffle back the boss and the Research. I think that's pretty good practice. Not sure if I actually want to shuffle back the Research, but I want more gas in my deck, so I think it's probably the best call to do. I'll shuffle up. Let's use the restarts to draw 2 cards. We draw Armarouge, that's really funny. Let's retreat Pheasantipity into Terapagos. There we go. And let's swing for 120 into that Cyndaquil. I don't know, yeah, it's an active Cyndaquil because it's turn 2. We get an Ultra Ball from prizes. That's like one of the prizes I didn't want. Nest Ball would be a lot better here. It's okay. How can they retaliate from this? They probably have a Typhlosion in play with like either 1 or 2 discarded, so... Let's say they have... or maybe they have 3, actually. I don't think they have 4. 3 evens discarded, they do 220. Oh, wow, that means I barely live here. That's crazy. 220. Assume the worst case, yeah. 220. 220, it's 40 times 3. It's 40 plus 3 times 60, which is 220, yeah. Draw for turn. We draw another area 0. Guess we can use that to discard these fellas. I think I want to get... At this point, do I even need Ho-Oh? I probably don't. At this point, I probably don't even need Ho-Oh, so let's get Wellspring Overpawn. Wellspring Overpawn is really good because we can grab 2 prizes with this. Because we can KO a Vengeful Lava and active Typhlosion. If they don't have Shaman in play, that is. Maybe better to try and find a boss this turn for Shaman, although I still won't block it specifically. I think I will attach this to the Latias and then go for restarts. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. Night Stretcher grab anything here other than Fire Energy? It grabs Luz Clefairy. Not that relevant right now. So let's treat Terapagos to Overpawn and use Fire Off to move 3 energies to active. And then use Torrential Pump to shuffle these 3 back in our deck. And draw 2 prizes. You get Nestball and Mew. Those are actually the 2 prizes that I wanted. Very nice. Oh yeah, and I should shuffle these fellas back into the deck. Because I now have 0 energy on board. And I would like to change that over the course of next turn. But we can Nestball for Ho-Oh. Double Night Stretcher for 2 fires. So we can definitely get some energy back on the boards. We just have to think about what attacker team best. Assuming they Oko my Overpawn, I will push Latias and draw for turn. We'll definitely bench that second Mew. I will Nestball for Ho-Oh. There we go. There he is. We're gonna shuffle again. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. There we go. I still don't know how to handle an Area 0 deck with this playmat. It's just a little too tiny. Unfortunately, I do love the playmat, but it's a little too tiny. We're definitely gonna double Night Stretcher for 2 fire energies. And we're 3 Stretcher down now, right? Yeah, we are. And we're gonna use Golden Flame to accelerate both of them to the Ho-Oh. And then we're also going to attach that Luminous Energy to the Latias. And I'll research my empty hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're definitely going to Nestball for an attacker that I would like to use this turn. Oh wait, I can't power up Iron Hands this turn. That's right. They took 2 prizes, so I can actually KO. Yeah. I can actually KO with Durant. They've taken 2 prizes. Yeah, okay. So we grab a Squivit from the Nest Ball, and we'll Ultra Ball away. Say the Fire Energy and the. Sure, we are gonna bench lock ourselves doing this. I don't think I mind. Grab a Durant. We're gonna bench that Durant to use this ability as well. Also to grab the KO this turn, because I really don't want to push my Terapagos active. Yeah, we're benching Durant. We're doing the sudden shearing. I will use Squivit's Nestash because I don't really need these cards right now. I'd rather see more gas. Drawing 1. Drawing 2 more from the restarts. And we're stuck with his hands. Not really, because I can still fez. 1, 3. Nice. Okay, those are good cards to find. Let's retreat Latias for free. And then go into Durant. And then use Fire Off to move the Luminous Energy into Fire Energies. To the Durant. And let me just real quick check before doing the attack. How much is energies in the discard pile? Only 1. Okay. So let's swing with Vengeful Crush for 2 prizes. For 1 prize, sorry. Still have to find a way to cheat 2 prizes here. Got a Fire Energy, that's nice. Now what would be the most devastating thing they could do here? They probably bossing Terapagos and KOing it. Giving them 2 prizes, putting them down to 2. Oh no, sorry, they didn't KO a Legacy Energy Mon, never mind. So yeah, they're down to 2 prizes. But after discard, this is now on the bench. I have to discard 3 bench Pokemon. Or moving on. So I'm gonna discard 1 Mew. I'm gonna discard Latias, I think. What's the last one I want to discard? Probably the Ho-Oh, actually. Yeah. And then we push Mew and draw. The thing is, all my Terra Pokemon are now in my discard pile, right? No, there's still Terapagos in my deck, actually. So what I can do is I can Nest Ball for Terapagos. Once again, expand my bench. I would need Iron Hands plus Boss to grab a KO here. And I have that. So, well, I didn't even need the Terapagos. I can just retreat to Mew. Retreat Mew into Iron Hands. Fire off these 3 to active. Attach an energy here and Boss for game. Yeah. I'm bossing like a Quilava or a Shaman or whatever. Yeah, that game was free. Okay, it wasn't really free. They had me sweating a little bit because I couldn't use my Legacy Energy without shuffling it away. But that's kind of how you do it. You kind of take prizes earlier than them, but you take like a 2-1-1-2 race or something. Ideally, you go 2-2, of course, but it's really hard to go 2-2 with both Iron Hands and Wellspring, because either like Iron Hands getting KO'd is very real, which means you're down 4 energy, and Wellspring shuffles everything back in your deck, so you would need a lot more energy in play. It's definitely not an easy matchup. God, I love Route 1. Or this is Route 2. This is Route 1 or Route 2 from Sun and Moon. Let's shuffle up again. say we have a going second game now, because that's what Typhlosion wants to go first, I think. Yeah, they definitely want to go first. Sorry for that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might actually try to price check this game. We'll see. What's my opening hand? I am forced to start Iron Thorns. That kind of sucks. I have Nest Ball for Minior. If worst comes to worst. Alright, flip him over, draw for turn. We are going second. I found Charcadet. That's actually the thing I wanted to Nest Ball for, but I guess we're Nest Balling for Minior now. Oh, hello Minior, you're right there. Now let me just price check real quick. Did I price purple cards? No, I priced 1 Luminous, that's for certain. I think I priced 1 Mew as well. I think I priced Wellspring, which is really bad. No, Wellspring is there. I don't know what the other prices are. It's unfortunate that I will flip them over now after a price check. So there's an Armarouge price. I missed that. The Luminous being. Apparently Mew is not priced. Okay. Oh, we do have research. I'm stupid. Okay. But if I research now, that's 2 stretchers down the drain, which really sucks. I think I'll attach to the Iron Thorns for turn. And I'm research. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Find Ho-Oh. Find Bravery Charm. Want to attach that somewhere? If I attach it to Iron Thorns, it doesn't change the math. Doesn't. I'll bench the Rapagos? Question mark. Probably gonna Ultra Ball, Boss, and Bravery Charm. To grab Armarouge for next turn. Could have waited on this, but... Or do I need more gas? Maybe I need more gas. Yeah, I think I need more gas. Let's go grab Mew. We're down 1 Ultra Ball, we're fine. No Ultra Balls are priced. We're grabbing a Mew. Whoopsie. Go. I think we're all shuffled up. I do have to warn myself that I haven't found an Area 0 yet, so I am now officially fully benched. So let's Golden Flame, attach to, then restarts. There's Area 0. Do I want to bench the Durant? Probably not. So for now, this feels like a fat pass. They'll probably swing for a hundo into me. They'll probably swing for a hundo into me. They went first. And then we draw. Oh, I was not allowed to restart actually. Whoops. So my opponent didn't call me out on that. Let's Iono. Draw 6. Okay. Ultra Ball right here, so let's Ultra Ball Charcadet and Area 0. Get an Armarouge. There we go. And let's also Nest Ball for Latias. There we go. Yeah, this is all fine and dandy. We're good. We are good. Okay, we're all shuffled up. Let's Night Stretcher for Fire Energy. I'm sure I discarded one earlier. Yeah. Oh. Attach the Fire Energy to Minior, which makes me, which allows me to switch it to the active. So now I can use my abilities again. So let's restart for 2 more cards. Ultra Ball. Is there anything in particular that's really cool that can attack with 3 fires? Don't think so. I mean, I can attack with Flame Cannon, but that's not grabbing a KO. I think in my list, what's in my list I would be able to attack cool here in cool way. I don't think there's anything other than Terapagos I'm allowed to swing with. Terapagos does pick up the KO against Typhlosion here. There's no Luminous in play right now, so I think for now I'll just chill. Retreat Minior into Terapagos and then fire off the one from Minior and the one from Iron Thorns. And let's Unified Beatdown for 1 prize. And what's the prize gonna be? Night Stretcher. Okay. That's not bad. Especially seeing from the fact that we already used 3 of them this game. Or like we had to discard 2 of them from the research. How much does Typhlosion do to me? Probably either 220 or 280. Let's give myself the benefit of the doubt and say it does 220. Where's the 180 dice? Here. Alright. Plus 40. Let's draw for turn. There's a Nest Ball here. Is there Luminous in this card? I don't think there is. There's one in. Nest Ball for Squivit here. Maybe I do. I really want to hold on to this Night Stretcher. That's why I'm tempted to Squivit. There's nothing of relevance right now in the discard pile. Yeah, let's Nest Ball for Squivit. Ball for Squivit feels alright. I don't think I want to Ultra Ball with anything here. Could Ultra Ball for other Mew. Is that an option that I want to consider? My hands. Maybe. I think Ultra Balling here is correct, actually. Probably for Wellspring Ogerpon. Especially since if Terapagos goes down, my Area 0 deactivates, so. let's Nestash, Stretcher to the bottom, draw 1, can't play that, restart for 2. Okay, Fez is turned off anyway right now. No Luminous found, unfortunately. Still want to attack with Galapagos, yeah. Which feels bad. I think I have to. So let's Unified Beatdown for the KO on another active Typhlosion. Again, Nest Ball, that's like the most useless prize I could have gotten right now. Would have appreciated any other prize a lot more right now. See, these board situations is where I wish I had Gouging Fire, but it is what it is. Galapagos definitely gets knocked out here, no question. And I think I just push Mew to be safe. Draw for turn. I think I bench Fez just so I have more draw power this turn. And then I Nestash this hand for certain because these cards are kind of useless right now. Draw 1, that's a really nice Luminous, let's attach that. And then restart for 3. And then Fez for 3. There's the fire that I needed, very nice. I set fire to the Hoa with Golden Flame. My bench is full, so I can't play any of these cards. Still haven't supported, so I can boss something if I want to. I mean, there's probably a Typhlosion inactive, so I want that inactive anyway. So let's retreat Mew into the Wellspring Mask of Pawn. Let's fire off these two towards here. And let's use Torrential Pump to get 2 prizes this turn. Lily's Clefairy Fire. Once again, the two most... Well, not necessarily. I would have rather had Luminous here, let's just say that. These need to be shuffled back into the deck before I do the next turn. The really nice thing about Squivit in this deck is that you can kind of influence your top decks a lot more, because if you don't use things like I'm doing right now with shuffling things with like Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, or Torrential Pump, your deck becomes very sequential, which allows you to draw exactly the cards you need at the right times, which is nice. Ogerpon definitely gets knocked out, they're going down to 2 prizes. I have to now discard 3 Pokemon from my bench. Well, Iron Thorns is definitely going, that's for certain. How the heck am I gonna charge up for a Volcanion attack or another Wellspring attack this turn? Because I can't push up anything that will live an attack here. Yeah, maybe like boss up something and try retreat locking it, but that once again would necessitate me getting a Night Stretcher for my Wellspring. So let's discard Minior as well. I don't want to discard. I don't get rid of my draw engine, so let's ditch Latias. Then we push Mew and draw for turn. Yeah, this is kind of awkward, but I think I need to go for a Nestash right now. Go. I find the Night Stretcher off the top, that's so big. Get the Wellspring. Wellspring is the key here. And now we restart for 3. Okay. We can Golden Flame. Fire energies here, we're almost there. All I need now is a Luminous Energy. Or a Legacy, and none of them are in the discards. I can still play a Research if I draw into it. 1, 2, 3, I didn't get it. That's really unfortunate. No gust. I mean, I had to go for the no gust play, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, this is kind of a situation where I'm just fucked, I think. All I can do in this situation is retreat into Squivit and hope I don't get bossed. Let's hope for that. Let's say I don't get bossed, they KO Squivit. They're down to 1 prize. I draw Iron Hands. It's kind of useless right now. I can Golden Flame these 2 fire energies here. 160 is not enough for a knockout on Typhlosion. So let's flip the script. Hope we find something. 1, 2, 3. That's something. That for sure is something. Let's Ultra Ball away our 2 area zeros. For another Mew. Because we need all the draw support we can get right now. I don't know why I'm shuffling, because I want to use Nest Ball as well. We're benching the Mew. I want to Nest Ball for something. Probably another Evens Ho-Oh. Not sure. Go grab Charcadet. Guess I need to go for a Legacy push play. Oh, wait, actually, never mind. That's not going to happen at all. Yeah. And we're going to bench Iron Hands, use one of the restarts to draw 2. Okay, we have a research here. And let's use that research as our supporter. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already found a Luminous. 5, 6, 7. Very nice. Retreat Mew. Into Wellspring. Attach Luminous for turn. Fire off 2 fire energies. And go for a juicy Torrential Pump for the final 2 prizes. Yeah, Typhlosion is a rough matchup. A really rough one. Especially if you over-rely on Wellspring like I do. But that's the thing, like, over-relying on Wellspring sometimes is necessary because you can't find the good lines into Iron Hands like I did on both games. There was like 1 Iron Hands line I could follow among like the 5 plans I had for it. Because it was like either I had 4 fire energy in play or like 1 Luminous and 2 fires, so yeah. What matchup do we want to do next? Stretcher. What matchup are we gonna practice next? Oh, I love this song so much. Such a freaking banner. Banner? Banger. We could try against Guardy. Okay. Could try against Guardy. That's definitely an idea. Wait. ads not played yet? How have ads not played yet? Or have they played and or were they just not displayed? Wow, yeah, ads haven't played yet. Wow. Oh, it's probably because I banked it up from last stream. Very high likelihood. There we go. Do. Do. Do do do. Do. Right, let's draw 7 more cards. Actually, hold on. We need to flip first. Tails. It is heads. Dang it. So we're going second. We're going first against Guardy with Mew start. That's actually not terrible. Mew is a really good card in this deck to open with. 4, 5, 6. Flip over that Mew. Draw for turn. I said we were going first, right? Yeah, so let's play Area 0. We run quad Area 0, so it's fine. Nest Ball. So we can price check. Once again, price our moves. I priced Iron Hands? No! Pricing Iron Hands is so cringe in this matchup. I definitely want to Nest Ball for a Charcadet. I already have a Mew. Alright. Right, shuffle. Shuffle a bit more. I think I had an Ultra Ball in here somewhere as well. Yeah. Durant's kind of useless in this matchup, so let's Ultra Ball away Boss and Durant. What do we want to get from the Ultra Ball? I think Iron Thorns. Iron Thorns is really important in this matchup. Now we can shuffle up again and draw till 3 from the restart. Right, let's restart for 2. Okay, those are kind of useless cards. Do I bench the carry at all? Maybe. Grab an early price, but there's no energy in hand either. What do I retreat to? I don't think I retreat at all. Yeah. I'm gonna pass. Let's say they bump my Area 0 with an Artisan. I have to draw again. I guess I can use that Artisan to get a Squivit. Like an idea. Because I have an Area 0 in hands. Right. Shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Play the Area 0 to over that Artisan that we just used. I think I want to restart once before using that research. Nice, that's a fire. I'll attach that to Terrapagos. Then I'll research. Because I'm item locked, yeah, right, yeah. I haven't used an item yet. Because I'm likely item locked, I'll say. But I have my Area 0 in play again, so I can bench this Ho-Oh. Just put Squivit here. Terapagos' energy. Do we bench another Terapagos? Probably not. Maybe we do. That feels really bad. Okay. Gonna be another pass? Feels really bad. Also, Miniors and prizes, I just realized. So, pass, I guess? I forgot the 10 from item lock, by the way. Oh, whoops. That was a big shake. I'm very sorry for everyone watching. Let's say they... Likely, they buddy me again. Draw for turn. I find another Mew. That's big. That's definitely going bench. Such a legacy to Terapagos. And now Iono, I think? Yeah. To draw 6 more. Okay, nice. We can Golden Flame here. Go. No KOs happened yet. Probably best to bench Shark Cadet. Do I want to bench lock myself though? Probably not. Actually, most of these cards don't really do anything for me right now, so I'll Squivit it away. Draw 1. I attach return already. 1, 2. So my hand is a little dead for the remaining of this turn. I could item lock Badu back for 3 energy, but that feels a little cringe. I don't have an Armarouge to push everything forward yet, so... I think my best bet is to... Oh wait, that means I can't push this either. My best bet, again, just to pass? I think my best bet is to pass. They probably KO my active Mew. 2 prizes. I push another Mew. Attach Luminous return. Attach fire with the thing. Restart for 1. Probably Ultra Ball this away. I want to find the Armarouge. And there's only 1 in my deck. That one. So I have no cards in hand, unfortunately. Okay. Then we retreat to the Iron Torrents. I'll use Fire Off to move this Legacy, and 2 fires from this. And do I move another? Probably not. We Volt Cyclone that Drifloon, moving this fire to Mew. Taking 1 prize. Okay. Got the Iron Hands at least, that's something. In return, they probably can't re-accelerate anything unless they boss something. They can probably KO my Squivit on the bench to go down to 3 prizes. Something with like Monkey Dory. I think that's a pass from them then. So let's draw. I can bench both of these. That's probably a good idea, but I can't use the Fez ability. Nor can I use the Ho-Oh ability or the Mew. I'm at the mercy of top decks. Let's move fire from you again. And Volt Cyclone. Active Guardi for no KO. Moving this back to Tropicos. Say they grab a KO now on this. Going down to 2 prizes. Active Guardi is... Active Guardi is now 170 HP remaining. The Rapagos can take the KO. So can Clefairy. I feel like Clefairy is probably a better deal in the end. Draw for turn. Restarts. Volcanion pushes the 170 to 150. I can KO that with Volcanion. That's actually an interesting one. Yeah, because Volcanion doesn't activate the... Volcanion doesn't activate the Fez. That's really nice. And flip for 3. Let's do Golden Flame 1. We want to research or boss something. I mean, I'm assuming the Guardi is still active. And that's what took the KO. Actually, no, Guardi couldn't have taken the KO. Wait, Ultra Ball. I think I have to Ultra Ball something. Just fin something out of my deck that I don't want anymore. Or I could grab Latios. No, Latios doesn't really do anything for me. So let's just grab the other Ho-Oh. Is it me, or have I seen like very little recovery in this game? Let me just check. Yeah, I haven't seen any of my stretchers. I was about to say, let's research this hand. Draw 7. It's 5. 7. Yeah, see, there's 2 stretchers here. Okay. Low attachment from turn. Doesn't hurt to do attachments here. Now let's think, Noah. Think. What possibly could we do against Active Drift? Oh yeah. Of course. We Night Stretcher for Iron Thorns. I think I'm gonna chill with the rest of my hand. So let's treat Mew into the Iron Thorns. And let's fire off that Luminous here. And then 1 fire from both Ho-Oh and Tropicos. And let's Volt Cyclone into that Drifloon / Screamtail to move 1 fire energy towards, let's say, Armarouge. And draw 1 prize. Boop. Armarouge. Earn prizes, not the greatest. So they have no retaliation. The only thing they can do is do 190 to me with the Guardi they already charged up earlier. So let's draw for turn. Let's see. I think I'm kind of bench locked because my opponent takes something, then I lose. And that stretcher doesn't really do anything other than maybe grab me another fire energy. Honestly, I think I'll take it. Night Stretcher for that fire energy and attach that to the Ho-Oh with the Golden Flame ability. Just to make sure. How many bosses am I down? Check. 1. My deck is not very thick anymore, so I think my best bet is to Iono them to 2. Oh wait, actually this is attachments for turn and not... it's attachment for turn, I'd rather actually put it like here. Because Ho-Oh's ability is not active. 4. Okay. What's the plan now? I mean, the active guard is not KO'd by Volt Cyclone. I would have to use Scorching Cyclone. But I don't have Minior. I have to swing with this again, so... I guess I'm moving this. Swinging for 140 again. Moving the fire to... Canyon. That means I lose, though. That means I lose, because they can just swing again. I should have just bossed. I didn't register that I couldn't retreat Iron Torrents, because no Minior. Man, Rising Minior in the Guardy matchup is really awful. That sucks. Alright, let me just take a sip of water. And this time we do get to go second against Guardy, which might help. You can see the water bottle, hold on. If I do my shuffling whilst having my arms on the desk, is it that much of a camera shake? I don't think it's that bad, right? It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. That's great. Alright. Okay. Let's draw another 7. Let's see, what do we start with? This is all a little awkward, so I guess I'll start Terapagos. Oh, whoopsie, did not mean to show the card to opponents. Let's flip it over and draw for turn. Definitely want to bench Faz. This is a research hand, so kind of have to bench Faz. Nest Ball. Check what the prizes are. Yeah, prize 1 Ho-Oh, 1 Armarouge. That's really bad. So we have to grab either Ho-Oh or Charcadet from this hand. And I guess we grab Ho-Oh specifically because we have a fire energy in hand already. Actually, that we might want to manually attach that. Yeah, that's probably better. Let's grab Charcadet. Yeah, this deck doesn't have any turn 1 attacks, unfortunately, so that's why you usually want to go first. But just having your turn 1 with both supporters and items against Guardy is instrumental. Specifically because they don't have an Evo play. You know, Team Evo stuff. Alright. Let's manually attach that and research away my hands. 6, 7. Find another Char Cadet, not sure if I should bench it. Squivit is pretty nice, although a little bit of a liability against Guardy because of the Monkey Dories. Let's play the Area 0. I guess I can Bravery Charm this, which would help. I think I'll chill for now. Fast, they probably either item lock me or evo me, but since it's turn 2 going first, it's probably item lock. Draw for turn. Oh my god, it's really nice. So I'll use it. Legacy energy. Yeah, we're attaching that for turn. That's Ultra Ball. I'm not sure if I want to Ultra Ball the Belt Pad. Yeah, that's probably fine. For Armarouge. 1 in the deck. Go. Shuffle the whole list up. I think I'm gonna Nest Stash, honestly. I'm thinking about it. Stashing feels pretty good here. Because I'm not gonna need that second Char Cadet. Yeah, let's nest. Oh, it's fire energy. Actually, yeah, no. We're definitely nest stashing the fire energy for now. Oops, drawing a nest ball. That's really nice. So that means the fire energy gets reshuffled again. And I can nest ball for Mew to draw 3 more cards. Which is really, really nice. Maybe Squovet's like a non-bencher in Guardy. But I guess with Charm it's fine. Okay. Restarts. 1, 2, 3. Damn. If that Area 0 was like a nest ball, that would have been goated. That would have been goated. To be fair, we're already down to nest balls. I mean, to be fair, it probably Artisan something already. So I'm tempted to use that Artisan. Char Cadets? That's like the only legal target I have, right? No, it's Minior. Minior is the other legal target I have. That feels okay. Go. Alright. Replay the Area 0. And Unified Beatdown for 1 prize on the body wheel. We get a Ho-Oh. Actually not the worst prize to get. Iron Ants would have been a little better. Okay. They probably retaliate with a KO on Terapagos if I had to guess. Okay. Maybe they boss around Terapagos because they don't want to deal with the Legacy. They probably KO Fez, in which case I'll definitely promote Mew. Probably get KO Fez for 2 prizes. Either with Drifloon or with Screamtail. Let's say they do it with Drifloon, because I already moved active. Let's draw for turn. Defense Ho-Oh. Let's make some more bench space, actually. Golden Flame. Attach the 2 fires. And Nest Ball. For Latias, I think. Or actually, Iron Thorns is better here. Because we're trying to answer a Drifloon KO. Alright. Let's use restart for 3. Oh, we get a boss. We don't want a boss in this instance. That's the bad part. I guess I attach 1 to Mew. I really don't want to research this boss either, so let's nest dash. I get another boss, okay, that's fine. Let's retreat Mew into Iron Thorns. Push the Legacy Energy, Fire Energy, and another Fire Energy to that juicy Iron Thorns, and use Volt Cyclone to grab a KO on that Drifloon and move this Fire Energy towards Armarouge. Let's say that. Take 1 prize from that. Go, we got an Iono. Maybe I should have grabbed. They probably don't have a response, so I go again. Probably have Guardian active right now, so I think the best bet is to just boss this. Boss that Guardian and then squiv it and nest dash away my nose because I don't want them. Stretcher any good here? Not really. No, not really. Let's fire off 1 to the active and then 1 back. From the Volt Cyclone for the KO on like the Screamtail, let's say, or Kirlia, doesn't really matter. That's like the worst price I can get right now. At this point, do they have a Guardian attack ready? I think so. I don't think they have a Guardian attack ready at this point. Hold on, let me check the chat real quick to see if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything though. No, I didn't miss anything. Alright, so probably don't have a KO, return KO ready anyway, but they definitely push the Guardian again. And how the heck am I gonna one-shot the Gardevoir? I think the problem is that I can't. I used 1 boss out of 3, right? Let's draw for turn. But what I can do is something different. Let's bench Ogerpon. Is there a Fire Energy in my pile that's kind of instrumental for this functioning? Unfortunately not. No Fire Energy in my discard pile. That sucks. I think I nest dash this then. See if I can actually do the play that I want to. Nope, no Fire Energy found. That's unfortunate. So I guess I'm just swinging again for 140 into the Guardy. The Guardy now has 190 to hit into me. Here we go, 190. We draw. Now I get an out. The Guardy has 170 HP left. What can do 170 on our board? Mew can. Oh yeah, Mew can. That's right. Dash the Fire to Minior. Minior's ability triggers. Moving it to the active spots. Let's keep the energies here for now. Now we can use all the abilities that we want, so let's restart for 2. I drew absolute jack shit here, unfortunately. None of these are useful at all. Let's squiv it away, all 3 of these. Or Search, holy shit. What a top deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I needed. I needed the Latias to get that Minior out of the active. Golden Flame, the fire here. And the rest of our hand's pretty useless points. Try and Finn, but that's probably not smart. So let's retreat that Minior into the Mew. And then push Fire from here. Legacy from here. Do we want to use the Legacy for that? I have Luminous in hand, so it's probably fine. Yeah. And Fire from here to KO that Guardian for 2 prizes. Grabbing my second Mew. At this point, they probably have a return KO. They're definitely KOing my Mew because it has the most energies, I think. Which puts them at 3 prize cards. I don't think it's gonna matter. Iron Lance is still prized. They probably have something like Gardevoir inactive, so let's try and find boss for this. Touch Luminous for turn. I'm gonna hard commit to this. Let's fire off Fire from you and Fire from you. I want to hard commit for this, so I want to bench the Mew as well. Extra draw. Ultra Ball away Area 0. Oh wait, I should have used Nest Ball to shuffle. Yeah, Ultra Ball away Area 0 and Iono. Grab something don't want, like Charcadet for example. Spinning purposes, it probably was better to not do that because I just realized there were 2 other useless Pokemon on the bottom that I'm now shuffling in. There's also no Fez here. For Nest Stashing, I haven't. Oh no, I have attached return. I haven't done Ho-Oh yet. 1. Okay, I can Night Stretcher Fire for sure. To attach, so we draw 1 more from the Mew. Yeah. I just need boss. I don't draw boss. That's really sad. No boss. Do I still want to use Wellspring then? I can still retreat. Here's a Guardian active, full health. And I think it's fine. Yeah, let's pump. Let's torrential pump. Not shuffling back. For 100s. Then they KO the Ogerpon, putting them at 1 prize. Still have a Terrapon, right? Yeah, I do. I push Mew. So we need to do 210 damage. How the heck do we do 210 to an active? Oh wait. Dude. I swear to god. This does 210 already. Just attach that for turn and... Dude, Guardia is difficult, but Iron Thorns definitely helps this matchup. I'll tell you that much. Guardia is hella tough. Switch charger. Let's shuffle up again. Shuffle, shuffle. I feel like the deck is functioning pretty well if I have to say so. The draw engines are popping. It's just that we got unlucky a few times by like not finding boss or enough balls. Yeah, you can be the boss of my balls for only $4.99 a month if you sub to my channel on Twitch. I'm joking. It's a joke. People like this, so feel free to clip it. Let me take a sip of water. And you know, I had an idea. I have an expanded deck here. And I kind of want to try and see how this deck matches up against the expanded deck. So, what do you say? We do a little one-on-one action. Ow. Shit. I strained my neck. Hold on, let me see if I can stretch my neck properly. And... ugh. Stretch. I'm doing the stretchies. Oh, okay. This is a lot better. I'm a little dizzy, but my neck feels better. Okay, let's shuffle this up. Let's shuffle this list up. Why is this card peeking out? I have no idea. Push it back in a little. As you can see, these sleeves have been used so much already. It's kind of starting to become their end. Shuffle. Probably best to actually shuffle the other way around. For me, this is the way I normally don't do it, so the sleeves are not damaged this way yet. Okay. I'll still call it for the Ho-Oh deck, so let's call it tails. It's heads. That means this deck definitely wants to go first, so we're letting this deck go first. Let's draw an opening hand of 7 for both of them. 4, 5, 7. Well, I can count, I swear. Okay, how do I actually pilot an Area 0 deck on half a playmat? I don't know. Opening Volcanion is not terrible. Sharknet on the bench is not terrible either. Okay, this is actually not a bad going second hand. Let's put down the prizes. I think I'll put down the prizes here-ish. Go. Is their hands. Draw opening 7 for these. You might see what kind of list it is. You're definitely seeing what list this is. I cooked this up in my free time and really like it. This list is like a little too good, I'll say that. So I want to see how well the Ho-Oh can hold up to it. Let's also put 6 prizes here. And I will not price check this time. Okay, we're flipping. And we're drawing for turn. Okay, Murkrow is really nice. We're benching that. Let's play Battle Compressor to discard 3 cards from the deck. Actually, this opening hand's not great, I'm gonna be honest. Any cards that I would specifically want to discard? Probably just Dartrixes at this point. I think just Dartrixes at this point, yeah. Ideally. Okay, so there's 1 Dartrix prize, that's good to know. I'll grab an extra watch roll. Okay. So that's 3 United Wingers in a discard. Let me actually count that with the die. So the turn 1 might take a while for this deck, because This deck is made for like turn 1 aggression. I'll tell you that. I did see a Honchkrow in here though, so I think we're fine. Just need to find Duskstone before the second Honchkrow. Okay, let's all shuffle up. So Satch to the Murkrow. Attach the U-turn board to Squawk. And then Crobat to draw 4 cards. 2, 4. We got Battle Compressor plus VS Seeker, that's really nice. So let's Battle Compressor for the supporter that we want to play, probably Carmen, if it is there. Let's do Carmen into Watch Rolls. Yeah. Oh wait, there is another Dartrix. I was blind, okay. We're discarding these 3 with Battle Compressor. Alright, shuffle it up. This is going to 5 United Wingers. There we go. That's VS Seeker for Carmen for sure. Do I want to Tapu Lele for something? It's probably not a bad shout to just Tapu Lele to Finn. Only down 1 VS Seeker. What supporter do we want to Finn? Probably Faba. Oh, sorry, that's going to hand, not to discards. I mean, it's gonna go to discard soon after the Carmen. Go shuffle everything up. The deck is already looking pretty thin. It's gonna get a little bit thinner because we're gonna Carmen this hand away, adding 1 more United Winger to the discard pile. Right. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. For 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still no Duskstone, unfortunately. Do we want to Finn even more? Yeah, let's Quick Ball. Wait, Marnie. Oh, whoopsie, sorry for the light bump. Then a little bit higher. Quick Ball the Marnie for the Dene. Well, let me check the Duskstone count actually. 1. 2. Okay, so there are 2. It's probably better actually to grab Flamigo from Quick Ball, because we can now insta-flock to get a few more cards in hand. Being 1, 2 other Flamigos, so that means 1 is in prizes. I'm not going to shuffle yet, because I want to Ultra Ball away these 2 Flamigos. Now we have 8 in discards. And now I think we grab the Dedenne. I don't think there's anything else we should grab here. No. Grab the Dedenne. I'm not going to play the Silent Lab. It's unfortunate I have to discard the Guzma, but once again, said there's still VS Seekers left. Let me just check. I'm only down 1 VS Seeker. So let's play the Dedenne GX using the DD change. Discarding my Guzma and Silent Lab to draw 6 cards. Find Parallel City, which is really nice. And we find Duskstone. Finally, it's the last card we see. Holy shit. Yeah, no, this is a goated turn 1 going first from the United Wings player. Question is, do you go for a Squawk here as well? I mean, what's definitely happening is the parallel city aimed like this, so that this side does less fire damage. And we can discard bench Pokemon until we have 3. Oh, definitely the Dedenne and the Tapu Lele. I know it's a German Tapu Lele. I don't have any, but it's unfortunate. Okay, so these are all 3 bench Pokemon. Still look with Battle Compressor to see if we got anything that we want to discard. Oh yeah, I don't have the memory capsule yet. That's fine, because we can't do a turn 1 attack anyway. Let's discard Watchful Murkrow. Going to 110 or 11 in the discards. Yeah, this deck is very thin. I don't know if we want to Squawk here, but we might have to. I don't think you have to here, actually. No, we have VS Seeker in hand, so we definitely don't want to Squawk this, actually. Let's retreat Squawk ability into the Honchkrow so that this player can no longer play any tools, special energy, or stadiums. And pass up. That was turn 1 going first, and half the deck is in discard pile. I'm glad that my deck building skills are so good. Okay, let's draw for turn here. I forgot what this hand was. We can't play special energy, which really sucks. It means we have to discard the legacy, right? That's what Ruler of the Night says. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is what Ruler of the Night says. I also can't play this Area 0. These 2 cards are off limits. Night Stretcher doesn't do anything. I can Ultra Ball away Area 0 and Night Stretcher. Or let's do the Area 0 and Research. What are we grabbing with Ultra Ball though from this? What are we grabbing with Ultra Ball? They do 220 already. Probably Terapagos. Can do 210 easily. Grab Ho-Oh. Sure, it's weak to lightning, so maybe I grab Iron Hands. Maybe I grab Iron Hands. Shuffle. Give it a good shuffle. And then research his hand away. 7 more. That is 6. 1 more. Or 7. Okay, so we have Area 0. Once again, can't play that. 2 research. Once again, can't play those right now. We can Nest Ball for Ho-Oh maybe. I think Ho-Oh is a bad shout. Better. I don't think Mew is better actually. Let's go grab Ho-Oh. Maybe actually we grab Pheasantipede for extra draw, so we don't have multiple fire energies in hand anyway. Let's shuffle it up again. I don't think there's anything stretcherable in the discard pile for the Ho-Oh player. So let's check real quick. Yeah, no, unfortunately not. Let's bench the other Charcadet as well. I guess we're attaching the fire to Iron Hands. We're using Scalding Steam to burn the Honchkrow. And I think it's a pass. So the Honchkrow takes 20. And then flips a coin. It is head, so the burn is cured. And now This player once again goes. Alright, Secret Box. Holy shit. Although I think this is a VS Seeker turn. I think VS Seeker Guzma is nice. Yeah. I think that's the play that I have to make here. VS Seeker the Guzma. KO that Pheasantipity. So let's Guzma. This switches. Oh wait. No, that doesn't work. That's okay. I still want this inactive. But now the Fez is promoted. I mean, Secret Box could have grabbed me Memory Capsule. Maybe this was a little greedy. That was my bad. Misplay on my end. So that's a pass. They go here. And this ball's nice. There's no area 0. Do we even grab a Terra Poke? That's the thing. Grab a Terra here or no? Do we just grab Mew and beg? Maybe we grab this. I mean, Mew feels better here. Right. Shuffle. Up. I don't want to research this hand. I think I'm going to. That's 1 Night Stretcher, 2. Yeah, it's 2 stretchers there. And all my research. 4, 5, 6, 7. If only I grabbed Ho-Oh. There's 3 freaking fire energies in this. Attach, return here. No boss found, unfortunately. And pass it up. Next player goes. And a Secret Box for certain. For Memory Capsule. Probably Duskstone. Flora. And Silent Lab anymore. Oh no, I do. I don't know if I want to grab Clara. I can also grab Guzman Hala. One of my Memory Capsules. No, it's not. Only 1 DCE. Grab Guzman. Yeah. Grab Duskstone, Memory Capsule, Silent Lab, and Guzman Hala. Oh, why did I grab Duskstone? Second Honchkrow already in discard. Stupid. My bad. Means I don't even need the second Memory Capsule. The Honchkrow is in my opener, yeah. Okay, we got these cards. I can attach Memory Capsule here. There we go. Do I want a Guzman Hala? Silent Lab is a lot better here actually, so let's play Silent Lab, discarding Parallel City. And we're just gonna swing for 220 into the Fez. KOing the Fez, and grabbing 2 prizes. Those are pretty good prizes to grab actually, not gonna lie. Alright. Push Mew, because it's free retreat, of course. Draw for turn. Is a boss. Let's boss Robat. bossing the Crobat's probably fine. No, it's probably better to boss the Squawk. No, Crobat needs an energy attachment to be bossed, so it's better. Now we can play our stadium actually. Silent Lab gets discarded, we play Area 0. We now can play Terapagos, means we can bench more. We attach for turn here. Well, I don't want to scoop this prize up. I wanted to attach for turn onto the Iron Hands. I think we bench Wellspring as well. No. Just Iono. And these two to the bottom. Iono for this person as well. This person draws 4. Okay. This person draws 6. Oh shit, bro. Squivit and second Mew. Holy shit, we can pop off here. Something we need to charm though. Probably this guy. Honest. Not much we can do anymore, but we can Squivit this hand away. Just the Honchkrow not active anymore. We draw this. That's honestly not the worst draw. I'm tempted to bench it, but let's restart first for 2. Palpad is nice. This is my hand, yeah. So let's shuffle some supporters back in deck. I think Boss Iono is probably a good call. Shuffle those back in. Why does the Impidimp have a star? I really hope I can find an Armarouge, man. That'd be great. Like, any way to find Armarouge. I think I'll bench the Iron Thorns, just in case. And then I'll do the other restarts. There's Ultra Ball, really nice. Okay, I have to Ultra Ball away these 2 fire energies, though. How many fires are now in discard? Only those 2 and the Legacy. But now we can go grab Armarouge. And evolve that fella. Because I like him. Man, Area 0 decks feel so messy with all of this. All of this on board. Alright. Yeah. No more Mews left. So I can string together a 3 fire energy attack this turn, but what do I want to do it with? Probably gonna push Volcanion. Probably gonna push Volcanion. Fire off these 3 fires to active. Charm is still on the Iron Hands, by the way. Yeah, 2 fires to the Canyon. Actually 3, and then we Scalding Steam to burn the Crobat, and then we use Scorching Cyclone to attach this fire to. They just Squivit because they want to take 2/2. Like that does 160 plus 20 from the burn. Is a knockout. Grab 2 prizes. Okay, not the best cards to get, honestly. Whatever. So we definitely on this side push the Squawk because the Squawk has free retreats. We draw this fella, which is nice, I guess. Guess we can try memory capsule this. Let's battle compressor to check what's in our deck. There is still a Duskstone and a Clara. So let's discard Ultra Ball and Quick Ball because those are useless. Let's also discard Guzma and Hala. Or actually Duskstone is rather useless. Quick Ball, Ultra Ball, and Duskstone are yeeted. Go. Do we want a Quick Ball for the Murkrow? I mean, might as well. Here we go. We Quick Ball for the Murkrow. There's 5 cards left in deck. But they're all gas. All of them are gas. So this is our hand. Let's retreat to Honchkrow again. And swing for the knockout on the Volcanion. Mew, they draw 2. Ooh, nice. I mean, unfortunate that Crobat died, but Aurora is nice. Why does this have 20? Why does this have 20 damage? Anyone remember? Should it have 20 damage? I don't. Oh yeah, no, we Scalding Steamed it once. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's draw for turn. This hand is poo poo caca, so let's Nestash this whole hand. For 1. Still kind of poo poo caca because my bench is not full, I guess. So I could have Nestballed in the previous hand as well. What do we want from the Nestball though? Not much more we want, right? Latias is maybe nice, but it seems Latias is priced. Grab a Ho-Oh. I think that's actually kind of mandatory at this point of the game. Ho-Oh is kind of mandatory here. Let's restart. 1, 2, 3. Let's Golden Flame this fire to the Ho-Oh, and then restart for 1. Another area 0. Cool. This is a useless hand. Is there anything that can attack for 2 fire to KO that? Yeah, there is actually. Terapagos. It's my only Terra on the bench, but I mean, if I lose this guy, I lose anyway. Let's fire off the 2 fire energies. Right here. And then swing for the knockout on the Honchkrow. Pushing this to 12. Grabbing 2 prizes. The fact that this deck is literally going toe-to-toe with an expanded deck is honestly quite telling. It's very fun. The expanded deck bricked a little bit, but the fact that this is actually going toe-to-toe with expanded deck is really fun. We're pushing Squawk. Unfortunately, it's game over, because we can just retreat the Murkrow. Fetch Aurora, discard the Forest Seal Stone, and then swing for a game. Yeah. Taking the last 2 prizes. Unfortunate. What were the last 2 prizes here? Fago Stretcher, nothing too big. Man, that was intense. Not gonna lie, that was pretty intense. Honestly, maybe there was a line I could have done that would have could have like done Iono thing, but the board was set up too much here. But Iono could have been worth there if I had it. That is. I did not have access to Iono there, unfortunately. Or I could have done like a push Char Cadets. Hope they don't have Guzma or Gus, but I have VS Seeker in hand here, so it's always a Gust angle then. Alright. Let me also shuffle up this guy again. We're not going to do a rematch. I think that's a little unfair. This deck, to be fair, is really unfair compared to standard deck, specifically because of that ability of the Honchkrow. The Honchkrow ability is just so unfair. And so is the GX attack. I mean, that's literally named unfair. So, I heard a sleeve snap. Which sleeve was it? It's the VS Seeker sleeve, okay. Unfortunate. I was like, I definitely heard a sleeve snap. I was just wondering what it was. Oh, Flamigo, stay in there. Alright, I will replace this later for sure. Let's just box this up for now. Let's not let this monstrosity... By the way, if you come to my locals, if you come to one of the locals I go to, and you have an expanded deck, please bring it with you, because I want to limit test the fuck out of this thing. I think it's a really neat list, but it can definitely still be optimized. For example, the Regidrago matchup is still kind of doo-doo, unfortunately. I think for now I'm probably gonna end stream, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm really tired. But I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Is that fine? Is that okay with y'all? Maybe next Tuesday we can explore the United Wings deck a little bit more. But for now, let me see if I can actually find the cool full arts Ho-Oh to send you guys off on. Where is it? Here it is. Definitely didn't pull this myself, but it was a nice trade, that's for certain. I'll just go check real quick who is live right now, who we want to raid. For anyone on the YouTube side, thank you so much for hanging out as well. Let me just pop the raid messages in chat. Maybe I should upload these emotes to YouTube as well. We'll see. Shut up, music. Yeah. Let me just boot up Twitch to see who we can raid. Why is it taking so long to load this website? This godforsaken website. Oh yeah, we definitely can raid into Jin. It's been a really he's been ill for a little bit, so hope he's doing better. There we go. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Probably Tuesday if nothing else happens. Bye.